Okay, so we're up. So that's the point right there, right around, it's the northwest corner of Oahu, and the trades will be up after that, around that corner. They're usually lighter in the morning, so it's one reason to get ready and get going in the morning. So we have their boats nearby right here, so we'll just move a little further away and then get going. It's a really beautiful valley right here where we've been spending the last couple of days. And yeah, kind of hate to leave 80-degree water. It's clear, you can see the bottom just perfectly there, but we need to get to Alaska. So there's a corner of Oahu, and we're going up this way. Probably stop at Kodiak first is the plan right now, but it could change. And that's 2,204 miles. So that's the story. Okay, so it's 7:50, and after a brief challenge with the autopilot that we sorted out by rebooting it, basically, we are underway. It's flat calm so far, and we're just about to come around the point here. That's Tayana, K-A-E-N-A, Tayana Point. Then we'll be out in the trades, so we got another half hour of flat water. Breeze is going to start to pick up, and hopefully we'll be able to lay a course about north, roughly north. The exact course doesn't really matter yet, just head north. And should be good. We're getting excited. Coming up on Tayana Point there. It's about 10 o'clock day one, and not as rough as we expected, just coming around the corner of the island. Wind and current, two currents come together. The wind is up to high 20s apparent. It's hard to get everything balanced and sorted out. As soon as you make one change, something else changes. But we got a steady sort of 18 to 20 apparent. Double reef main, partially furled Yankee and staysail, and the boat's balanced great. Trying to go about due north, but there's really no reason to punch it up higher. We're going to have west east later, and it's kind of a close breeze keeping us north. We're turning a weather helm, and there's minimal load at all on the rudder. Just boat just balances great. Quite a bit of water over the boat. Usual first challenges, a little nausea and nerves. Every noise or every squeak, everything I look at makes me wonder if it's right. The freezers don't like to freeze for some reason. Right when we head offshore, so the freezer temps up, and a lot of little annoyances. Water comes in the boat in various spots, solar vent, the bilge pumps occasionally, and can't really find where the water comes from, but it's not much, and so a lot of things keeping us busy. But coming up now on the starboard beam, we're headed due north. We've got about 20 knots of breeze, just a little bit of southeast now, so we're on about a beam breeze, and it's actually a beautiful day. A lot of really strong squalls, some of them with gusts in the low 30 range, and a lot of water, a lot of rain, just a big deluge of rain. Now back behind us, we got a rainbow back over here just forming now as I'm talking. So we do be a bit of a slog the first couple of days getting through the trades here, but they are moving out one down the couple of days. See if we can get that. See if we can get that on camera here. back towards Hawaii. We've done almost 200 miles. Oh, that's a nice rainbow. Yep. You can see them both, hopefully. The one on the right's quite a bit brighter. Wow, it's spectacular. Wow. And down over this direction, we got big squall over that way. And just an idea of what's going on. The water here, we've got 2 reefs in the main. Part of the head sail rolled up in the staysail, so it reefed down pretty good. And anytime I think about taking some more out, then the breeze comes back. So had those 2 reefs in pretty much the whole trip. And we've been doing a lot of 8s, a lot of high 7s to low 9s speed-wise. Looks like we're gonna do about 190 miles this first 24 hours, which is great. There's another boat in Soteria just off our port beam, about 40-50 miles. They left for Alaska the same day we did, and they've got 2 kids on board, and so they're on an Amel Super Marimu, similar size boat, similar speed boat. So we should be making similar progress to Alaska, and yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a bit of a nicer day today than yesterday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Beam reach to the true wind at about 20 knots, or 20 to 22 knots. Apparent wind angle 60 to 70. Apparent. Got a partially furled Yankee staysail and 2 reefs in the main. The boat's going about 8 to 8.5 knots. Big squall coming. Looks quite a bit of wind over in that. It's always harder to tell how much wind versus rain, but each one of these has had quite a bit. We'll probably have gusts in the high 20s, close to 30 over there. And I can feel it's going to pick up here in a minute. We'll get the camera rolling in a second when we go through this thing. Coming up on that squall now. North Pacific Gyre, called the North Pacific Garbage Patch, and
don't say that.
31 north, right in the middle of the Pacific High, and seeing quite a few
it's called a booty lake.
quite a bit of junk floating in the water. Buoy there. Well, it's they're lost fishing floats. There's a lot of stuff.
Curiosity, why do you ask?
There's a lot of Japanese stuff in the water from the tsunami. Remember the tsunami a few years ago?
Oh, why would all of these here from like 2020?
Well, what's the garbage collectors rounds? How often does the garbage man pick up the trash here?
Well, oh, I thought you were talking about plastic.
So if the tsunami put all the stuff from Japan into the ocean, who picked it up?
Sharks?
Well, most of it ran, a lot of it ran on the beaches, and a lot of it's still floating around. Huh? Trash. The float back there. Back over there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Little rainbow at the base of that clouds over there. Some shots of it. Jasmine's reading Wonder, which is really good.
Which they're not really paying attention.
I am, because I like this chapter on Miranda. Our pork loin is grilling. How's it coming?
She's too busy admiring her pretty rainbow.
That pork loin looks good.
No, let me see, let me see. Oh.
Need to do a little more basting.
That's small.
And we're enjoying one of our last nights in the well, we're way out of the tropics, officially out of the tropics, but
90 degrees Fahrenheit.
yeah, but still warm. It's like the water temperature is still 80, so
No, it's 79.9.
79.9. But we just saw an albatross, and we know it's going to get chilly in the next couple days, so we're enjoying our last night of warmth. Hey, it's Sunday, June 21st, Father's Day, day 5, Hawaii to Alaska, and we've been waiting for this low pressure and front to start coming through, and right on schedule. We've now got about 15 knots from the southwest and a hazy, unsettled sky moving in from this low pressure system. The pressure has fallen from 1024 to 1021 and should keep going down over the next 24 hours. Wind's not supposed to get over 20 though. And we're moving along. We got the repaired pole track in Hawaii, so we got the pole out, the staysail in a full main, and moving along at 7-ish knots. The sea is completely flat, and water temperature still 77. It's nice and warm out here. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day, and just if the rest of the days could be like this, we'd be fine with an extra day sail or something. This is just great weather right now. And great sailing. We're making water, so running the generator. Girl's gonna take showers. I think meatloaf for dinner, and yeah, we're having a heck of a day, so things are going well. We still can't see Soteria. They left Hawaii the same day we did, and they should be about 30 to 40 miles from us, somewhere off the port side, but we can't see their AIS, and they can't see ours, but we talk to them on the radio every day. They got 12 and 8-year-old girls, and he's a general surgeon and actually gonna be looking for a job after they've been cruising for a couple of years on their ML, so they're actually interested in Alaska. So hopefully we'll get to see them at Kodiak, maybe even meet up in Anchorage with them when we get there. So we'll talk to you soon. Wednesday, June 24th, day 8 from Hawaii to Kodiak. Our second frontal passage of the trip right now, about 15 to 20, gusty to 25. Really moderate seas though, about 2 meters. It's been windy since yesterday mid-afternoon. And right now, rain, mist, fog, probably half-mile to mile visibility. We got a Yankee on the port side and single reef in the main and going along pretty good, mostly 7 to 8 knots. A little rolly, but not bad. Mostly pretty comfortable. Really nice to have the pole available and the bank fixed. Important equipment for this kind of situation. It's not supposed to get much windier. It was going to be windier, and then they revised the forecast. If it got windier, we'd put another reef in and tuck a couple of rolls in the head sail, but it's going along pretty good here. Got weather gear on. I can't bring myself to put on any socks and boots yet. It's about 61, 62 degrees right now, and it's actually nice to be having some breeze and moving along pretty well. It may get light again in the next day or two, and we may have to motor more, which is frustrating. We've already motored 47 hours since leaving, so. But everything's going well. What you watching, Jessica?
Dolphins.
What kind of dolphins? Oops, there's water on the lens.
Don't drop that, Dad.
Sorry.
Because you already did it once.
Yeah, there's some little babies, and there's a bunch of them. Maybe how many? 50?
A lot.
Wow, they all go at once sometimes. Yeah.
Right
We saw them coming. I saw them coming, and they come to play. So nice to have some company.
Right there. You see them
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see them.
Bunch of them, yeah. Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Right
Is he right under?
Right under the
Oh,
boat
yeah.
right there.
Water's getting clearer. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. They're like blue in the water.
Yeah.
I think our lenses. Can I have a rag? Yellow rag. You wanted to film? They're back here. Oh, there's an albatross. Laysan albatross. Cool. An albatross and dolphins. Getting more and more rust stains on the boat again. Hi. You want to talk to them? See if they'll talk to you.
I thought, why are you saying that?
Hi guys. Hi. Hey. Hello. Hey. Hi. 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 Can they see you looking at them?
Are we crazy now talking to dolphins?
Where's Jessica? She went downstairs. Okay. What are the girls doing?
I hope so too, over.
How fast are you going and how's the weather over there?
We're going about 5 knots, 5.3 knots.
We're going about 5 knots over.
We're not going very fast. We're actually motoring because we don't really have any wind.
We're using the spinnaker.
We're using the spinnaker over.
Oh, our wind shifted, so that's why we're motoring.
Yeah, ours did too.
How much wind do you have over?
We have about, like 5 knots.
How much wind do we have?
About 7 knots.
We have at least 7 knots of wind over.
Yeah, the wind is. We have enough wind, but it's not going in the right It's not going right in the right direction. And if we have the sails up, we're going 3 knots. So
We can tell
we're
them-
very fast.
The front went through about 8 a.m. and then the wind died and went to the west. So we got the spinnaker out and then the wind went back aft again. But we're moving along okay. Shoot into full main, about 5.3. Motion's not too terrible actually, all things considered. It's getting chilly up there, but it's warm and cozy down here. What you doing?
And take the
That's cool.
Oh, it's almost. That kind of stumped me.
And the other solution is he could take the goat over and go back alone. then take the cabbage over and bring the goat back, then take the wolf over and leave the goat behind, and finally go back to get the goat on the last trip over.
Oh, okay. I should have guessed that.
Yeah, that tricked me too the first time I read these over.
Silly goose.
Oh, Kaya lost her paper of jokes. Maybe later.
You want to tell Tayana a joke about 6 by 6 is made of 7? It's a good joke.
Hey, why was 6 afraid of 7? Over.
Because 7, 8, 9.
Ding, ding, ding. Have you heard that one before? Over.
Yeah, I love that one.
Day 9, we've got albatross around the boat. We've got about 15 to 20 knots from the west, and nearly 3-meter seas, gray slate, almost like southern hemisphere. Boat's really moving along well, and we're clicking the miles away. See if we can find any more of those albatross. You can see we're about 829 miles from the south side of the island here, and got full sail up, staysail, main, and Yankee, and boat's really flying well. Sunday, June 28th. It's day 12, and we are just on the south edge of a big low that's been moving under the Aleutians, and it's moving north of Kodiak today. We've got 20 to 26 with 2 reefs and Yankee out, and about 3-meter seas now. We're expecting to get up to 4.3 meter seas through the day, but the thing's blowing through quick, and it should calm down by the end of start backing off by late today. So we got everything tidied up, ready to go. I'm gonna go make some coffee. Jan's been on watch for a while, so she's sleeping. And it's 4:40 in the morning Hawaii time. It's about 6:40 in the morning Alaska time. And that's the scoop of the day. You can see just sort of gray, unsettled looking ocean. And boat's doing good so far. So that low pressure is coming through now. The barometer's steady at 1025, which is good. That's what we're aiming at. We got a steady 22 to 27 with gusts to 35. And seas have built pretty quick. It's 8 o'clock. And we got about 3.5 meter seas on average right now. And so we got two reefs in the main and about 6 wraps in the head sail, so about 70% of the head sail out. And the boat's actually balanced really well. I turned the autopilot performance setting up a little bit higher just to try to keep us on schedule, and then we're running off a little bit from our run line, which was the plan. The plan was when it starts blowing, fall off. Literally doing, I think, kind of doing pretty good in we've got about 8 hours of this, and then should ease up this afternoon. Running the generator to keep the batteries topped up. The autopilot likes the high voltage for sure, you can kind of tell. And the reverse cycle heat going, so it's cozy down there. The motion's actually really tolerable. Jan's still sleeping, and the girls are still sleeping. So it's a little rolly, but it's not too terrible at the moment. So as long as the waves don't get too much of a menacing sort of shape to them, then it should be pretty good here. And since it's not going to blow too long, but it is really impressive how quick the seas can come up when it blows. Haven't seen any ships today so far. 2 yesterday, 1 real close, past 2 miles away in the fog. Never saw them. And so we got the radar going every 10 minutes here, don't see anything. And yeah, that's the story for the moment.
The sea's built to about 4 meters, and I decided to take the helm and drive for a little bit. It's a great way to get a sense of how the boat's doing and balanced, and really was quite a bit of fun. Trying to keep the boat facing the waves as they approach, and then sort of slide and surf down them, and then come back up a touch as the wave goes by. And it takes a bit of energy, and I tend to practice easy to get distracted and not be paying attention. But there, this boat's going about 13 knots down that wave right there, just surfing and having a good time. So, a lot of wind.
Well, it's blowing about 30, and we're 2 days out of Kodiak, and then we had 2 cargo ships pass. There's one back here, and then there's one up ahead. About 12 to 15 foot seas, and we had to split right between 2 cargo ships. There's that one there,
Okay.
and he's got a, you can see he's got a,
Right there.
yep, pretty big waves breaking on his bow sometimes with this, just plugging right into 30 knot winds and 15 foot seas.
That's the cargo ship right there.
It's gonna blow all day. It should calm down by late this afternoon. The blow is just going right through. It only started around 4 or 5 a.m. Well, we reefed at 2 a.m. and then really started blowing around 4 or 5. I'm just steering for fun. The boat's really impressed. The helm's very light, and she really steers very easily. And we are just trucking along here. 2 reefs and part of the head sail rolled out, and that's it. And the boat's really balanced really well. So the motion, I mean, it's not great, but it certainly isn't that bad. Not as bad as being upwind anyway.
Yeah, I said this and up in.
Yep. We're steering a little down from our course just because of the waves here. But once things lighten up overnight, we'll be able to head up towards Kodiak again.
That's a cargo ship.
It's not bad. Doing pretty good here. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Right there.
Thanks, sweetie. Tuesday, June 30th, day 14. We've been sailing for just over 13 days. And what do we have, Jazz?
Land ho! I'm not yelling it, my throat hurts.
We have made it to Kodiak.
Alaska. Wait, we're in Alaska right now.
We're in Alaska. There's Kodiak Island. Going down that way. We were in that fog back there until just a minute ago, and it all just lifted. And we can see land. So we've got a couple hours to get in there and anchor.
I've posted a lot of things lately.
So we've got 11 miles till we enter this small bay here. And we're gonna go up the bay to the west arm of Three Saints Bay there. So that's the plan, and we seeing land, and we're back home. We are home, and it feels good. There's albatross and fulmars
Shearwaters. I don't think we have, we didn't plan that, did we? What time is it now?
9:20.
We can go on 10 and try. You can try and see if they're there at 10. We didn't plan it, but
I doubt it.
do you want to talk to her at 10?
Yeah.
I can text them. So, yeah, we'll be in soon. And our friends on Soteria, the Mal Super Maramoo, they're about a day behind us. And they should be in tomorrow. And we're gonna hang out for a couple days and then decide what to do.
Boat today? Or probably
No,
not till
tomorrow. They're gonna get in tomorrow, I think.
In the morning, probably.
Not sure. So we're doing good. We're home. We did it, and a quote that I saw that says, "Outward bound by choice is a world of difference than homeward bound by necessity, but it sure actually feels good to be home." And we did it. What do you think?
We did it.
We did.
Yep.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It's good to be back.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome to go in and anchor down, cozy the boat up,
Yep.
see what we can see, any wildlife, relax, have a
Yeah.
drink,
No more
have 2 drinks,
night watch.
no more night watch,
Yeah.
hopefully no anchor watch, should be calm in there, the weather looks settled. And yep, we're here. We'll update when you want to get in. So we're entering Three Saints Bay, and it really is quite spectacular. Really jagged, rocky peaks, and almost looks like some areas of British Columbia, like Princess Louisa. Wow. So awesome after 13 days sailing. Pulling in here. Just awesome. Hey Jan, what do you think?
Feel like home.
Pretty awesome. We're just over 13 days from Hawaii and we're anchored. Show you where we're at and then we'll go down below. It is Alaska, and it feels good to be home. It's the first anchorage we've had to ourselves since leaving the Pacific Northwest. Looking up at those suckers. Beautiful. Huge alpine valley back there. That is spectacular. Let's around this way. We've got, this goes all the way around 360. And I think there's a little bit of room for our friends here. Just a little bit of swinging room for another boat. We think they'll be here tonight or tomorrow morning. That is spectacular. Is it dinner time?
Yep.
So we caught a cod. I should correct that. Jan caught a cod on the way in.
Caught a cod.
So Jan got some fish for us to eat. How's everybody doing? Everybody happy to be home?
Me, I'm happy.
Everybody happy to be home?
Yep.
I'm gonna get my phone so I can adjust the volume. So that's the story. We are home. We are happy. We did it. We made it. We're home. Kodiak's not Anchorage, but it sure feels like Alaska, and it sure feels like home. And it's a spectacular day.
It's just a white fish, baby.
Couldn't be happier. Our friends on Soteria coming into Three Saints Bay from Hawaii. We got in a couple hours ago, and they were right behind us the whole time.
Wait, but sometimes they would pass us.
They were ahead of us a little bit at the beginning.
Only a light thing. I want to chant Soteria so badly. Can I yell spell Soteria?
Yeah.
S-O-T-E-R-I-A, Soteria!
Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Woo! Soteria! Woo! Welcome to Alaska! Welcome to the cold state! Welcome to the Parka state. Last frontier.
What do you think, Jasmine? You gonna see? What are you gonna do when you see him?
Book club. I'm surprised I can.
Pretty awesome. Let's just pan around so people can see what we got.
Mount, we got gifts, golden camels.
Pretty spectacular place, huh?